I bought these shoes the other day. I think they say a lot about the message I'm trying to get across. So I was tagged by a one Dean Dobbs to do the 2013 YouTube survey. Never done one of these before, but no better time to start than the present. I've made tea. This is like a British thing, so I think you need to have tea for that. British thing. British thing. Gross. I'm gonna talk some words to you now. Let's just do it. I'm afraid of a lot of things. I don't like snakes, spiders, the dark, ghosts, zombies, the usual stuff. But I always had this really oddly specific fear. I don't know why. Sean Penn freaks me out. It might seem like a really arbitrary fear since it's something that probably would never affect me, but I just happened to grow up in the place that he lives. So of all the people, all the celebrities that I could possibly be afraid of, Sean Penn, right down the street. I went to a film screening once of a movie that he was in, and I was warned ahead of time there was a very high chance of me having a casual run-in with Sean Penn. Luckily, he didn't show up, didn't happen, but I was freaking out. So every year at Christmas, I go to North Carolina to stay at my aunt's house with my family. And there was a very strict rule that once you went to bed around 9, 10 o'clock, that you could not leave the room. And if you absolutely had to get up to like go to the bathroom or whatever, you had to like shield your eyes. So serious business, my family does not mess around. So on Christmas Eve, when I was 7, I forget why I had to leave the room exactly, but I walked out and I just heard my mom and my aunts like cackling with laughter with little undertones of like wrapping paper and tape and stuff. And it was well into the night at this point, so I just kind of assumed that they were the ones making the magic instead of the big guy in the red suit. But it was cool because then next year I could join in, you know, stay up all night, wrap presents, eat cookies. Way better gig. Honestly, first thing that comes to my mind, Nutella Pizza. What? Right? Okay, yeah, right? Okay, so this is what you do, right? Start off with just your regular pizza dough, gluten-free if you're a freak like me. You put a little bit of butter and cinnamon sugar all around the outside. You use Nutella as the sauce. You just put it all inside. And then you just put like whatever you want on top of that. So it's kind of like a crepe, but you put like strawberries or bananas or whatever, like fruit if you want to put, I don't know, more chocolate. Go nuts. Everything tastes good with Nutella on it. So you could have so many different flavors. Okay, so my mom, she has this tendency to tell people how much I like them. Not anyone in particular, just everyone. So this one time, we were at a party and she starts talking to this guy who she's never met before, but he mentioned that he used to work for Disney. And in her mind, that triggered that he was the tour guide that my dad and I had when we went to Disney World. No, not the same person. So she's talking to this guy who she doesn't know, I barely know, and she starts going on about how much I like him, how great I think he is, all the wonderful things he did for us when we were in Disney World. He has no idea what she's talking about. And for context, this guy was there when we were on this trip to Disney World. However, not the same guy. She's not being specific enough to make it sound like it's not about him. So I probably spoke to him twice when we were in Florida. According to my mother, I'm practically obsessed with him. So he probably thinks I'm a weirdo now. Thanks, Mom. Oh, that's so hard. When I was a kid, I always kind of knew what I wanted to be when I grew up. It would vary slightly every once in a while, but it was always in the entertainment field. I wanted to be an actor, and then I wanted to be a singer, a comedian, musician, occasional writer. I just like to be Tina Fey. Anyway, I guess I answered everything, so now I have to tag people. Ugh. Don't you guys know I don't have any friends? Well, my main bitch Zoe already got tagged, so I am tagging Dave Wilson TM and World War B. So do it if you want to. If not, it's cool, but if you want to, you have an excuse now. And that goes for everyone else too. Let's just tag everybody. Why not? Everybody's tagged. You're watching it, you're tagged. So happy answering, guys. Have fun, and I'll see you next week. That was a weird noise. What am I even saying? Talk words like a human now. Can you not?